INDT is offering PUT top course. So can you say about something about it?
Yes, phased array TOF is now becoming an important area of application in ultrasonic testing. We have conventional UT where we find flaws and then we evaluate based on the echo shape, and it's a tedious job because you have to physically scan each location. Because here in PAUT we have encoded scan where we take the entire data, we collect the data at one go and then we evaluate it. The data interpretation is carried out later. So we have introduced now phased array and TOF course of 15 days duration and of much affordable price. It's going to be very affordable and accessible to everyone. Advantage of phased array is you can precisely locate the flow, you can characterize it, you can know the location. Let's say we have a scan axis on which you can know the precise length, you can see it right on the screen, you can know the depth, you can know the through or height. And obviously by having the weld overlay you can also know what is the type of flow. You can see it physically when you superimpose it on the weld. It is so fast you can acquire huge data. You can carry out the inspection in minutes and then you can do it on your laptop or computer, the data analysis and evaluation using various softwares, or you can do it on the equipment itself. So we have been using now OmniScan equipment, Olympus one, which is most commonly being used in the industry today. So we familiarize students with understanding of ultrasonic. You have to have ultrasonic level 2. That shear wave level 2 knowledge is a must. You have to be a qualified shear wave UT level 2 to take up this course. Then we present it from day 1 on the equipment, complete hands-on training, how to actually assemble the probe, how to do the encoded scan, how to calibrate the encoder, and every area of this about the analysis. How do you analyze, characterize based on the echo shape, the location, and how do you make sure that it do not oversize or undersize. So you have varieties of different scans. As you know, the C scan is nothing but on the axis. You have the actual scan axis of the probe is represented in the C scan, where I can know the length of the defect. You have the data cursor, then the reference and measure cursor. The difference will be shown right away on the screen, like SM minus R, whatever. Okay. Likewise, the ultrasound axis, you have the A scan that is superimposed in the S scan. Now, S scan consists of varieties of A scans for different angles. So I can set the particular flow at particular scan axis location and I can know the depth of the flow. I can set the data cursor on the angle to maximize the echo and I can know the depth. And also I can size it typically by 6 dB drop method, which you can 50%. You can look at the echo percentage and also go for 6 dB, or you can go for color palette. Any of these things can be applied. So you can precisely size it, you can locate it, and then we can characterize it by looking at the flow characteristics, location, whether there are multiple facets, if it is a crack, and where it's originating, if it is in the heat affected zone, or if it is the root, is most likely lack of penetration, lack of root fusion. If it's inside, it could be porosity or slag, or on the cap, it could be cap related discuts like undercuts. Whatever it is, you can precisely see it. So it's so quick and so useful today for the industry. And completing phased array and TOF, we also have TOF setup after that to complement this phased array where the diffracted signal is picked up, and you have the concept of that lateral wave and back ball. Anything that appears between that is the flaw. So the vertically oriented flaw, the diffraction that takes place from the tape, typically a crack, will be picked up by the transducers, and these are very high frequency transducers, very sensitive. So this course, as I know, will fully prepare you to take up the assignments in the field. We prepare to that extent. Our hands-on is 100%. It's not that you are able to carry out inspections, but you can pass most company examinations. But most companies will give you flawed specimen, typically the pies and the plates, and they expect you to find. Now you shouldn't oversize, nor you should undersize. That's very important. See, we typically oversize. We make sure that, well, defect and the surrounding area is also removed. Like we go for 20 dB drop in place of 6 dB drop. But there is a limit, and also overcalls. If you say this is defective and there is no any flaw, you get negative marks. So we prepare in the most systematic way, complete hands-on, and you'll be 100% ready to take up the assignments. So 100% PUET program, full theory is covered at the maximum depth so that you'll not have any questions in your mind, and that will be followed by 100% practical. Without the software you can do it on your laptop or you can do it on your equipment. And then we have the specimen, as you know, the pi specimen with known flaws. So candidates have to find each of the flaws, size those, interpret what the flaws are, the lack of penetration, lack of fusion or a crack, and the sizing. That's very important, and that's what we give the marks. So you have to actually take the test. And I actually advise most INDTT technicians to go for phase relevant of, because this will add a new dimension to your career. See, ultrasonic radiography, magnetic penetrant, visual and eddy current we offer as a package. As you know, I always tell my students go for the 6 method, because these are the ones used also in aviation. You take a package that will serve you for all the industries. So what is that package? That is ultrasonic radiography, magnetic penetrant, visual and eddy current. Eddy current as well we offer on Olympus machine, and we also cover the tube inspection, which is not covered by most institutes, because we have considered it and included in our normal package. So eddy current comes with not only crack detection, conductivity measurement we offer, which is useful for aviation, and also the tube inspection. And then of course rest of the methods are common ones. Ultrasonic radiography. Now having done this ultrasonics, you can club PAUT and TOF. We have been now offering this as a package. I'm coming up with a package: ultrasonic radiography, magnetic penetrant, visual, eddy current, and PAUT TOF. So having done ultrasonic shear wave, go for PAUT TOF. And then that is tremendous demand in Middle East. And trust me, if you pass the exams like Aramco, Shell, you will be in such high demand that you will be a hot cake in the market. They will offer you very good salaries. So go for this. Another option is go for advanced eddy current. That is tube inspection. We have dedicated equipment MS5800 that is exclusively for tube inspection in eddy current, which is being offered as a separate course. Next option, I'm telling you, we are offering infrared thermography, which is very good field for condition monitoring specialists, that you can set up your own consultancy and you can carry out these scans. These are non-contact scans, typically for electrical applications. You can avoid very costly failures, so infrared thermography is practically being used everywhere in our plants, also for furnace inspections, also gas detection, and also for solar panel inspections. So we have been offering infrared thermography. We have offered it to many companies here, almost every company in India and abroad. And this is becoming popular. The reason is cameras are now becoming affordable. You can buy an infrared camera easily from the market at a much lower price than it used to be before. So you can set up your own consultancy, and there is so much demand even in India today for infrared thermography scans, because every installation needs the scanning as part of the predictive maintenance program. And the last one I'm talking about is, I'm not going for rest of the method, but the common ones, helium mass spectrometer. This is also essentially very good course to pursue, because this is specific applications in refrigeration industries where there is vacuum related heat exchangers, pressure vessels. So you have extensive application of helium mass spectrometer where you get to learn this new technology. So we are offering that also with a complete hands-on program, so that will prepare you to take up the jobs in the field. So again, for fresh engineers, it's always a good thing to get into non-destructive testing basic 6 methods. As I'm again repeating, ultrasonic radiography, magnetic penetrant, visual and eddy current. Even while you are studying, you can move into INDTT, because it's going to help you when you actually get a job and step into an industry. You will be either working in quality control department, you have entity there, people do ultrasonic, they magnetic, penetrant, fluorescent, non-fluorescent, whatever. Then also eddy current. or you have planning and then design, where again entity is important, that what entity has to be applied for your product has to be decided by the designer. Or you are in R&D, there is so much of entity there. You have acoustic emission, there are advanced methods, magnetic flux leakage, there are so many other methods. We have 11 methods we are offering NDT level 2, and also we offer preparatory courses for level 3. So these methods, 6 methods, will fully prepare you when you get into industry. And it's important, as I said to you, regardless of the area you work, be it planning or production or quality control or R&D or design, you have these methods, either few or all of these methods being used in one way or one form or the other. And it is not limited to one industry. As I said, you can have small scale industry like heavy engineering, also general fabrication industries, big plant refineries, okay, in oil and gas, chemical industries, okay, in space, like NASA, in aviation, this is the greatest application. But some of the methods are more applicable to aviation, like eddy current, acoustic emission, etc. So we have different entity methods we have to choose from. So to start with the 6 methods, it will assure you a complete listening knowledge that is needed in the industry, no matter what industry you get into. Tomorrow you might end up in aviation industry. There are people who have aviation degree, they want to pursue their career in aviation. So you select that package. That's what I suggest. These 6 methods, they serve everywhere. And later on you can specialize. If you want to stay in oil and gas or also in aviation, go for phased array and top. So you can add this right now. We have 6 methods plus phased array and top. It's a perfect combination. Or if you are in heat exchanger and other nuclear industry, you can go for helium mass spectrometer, which is very great, important application there, where you can detect very, very small leaks. Leaks so small that 1 cubic cc of air that will take 5 years to leak. That smaller leak you can detect with helium mass spectrometer. So engineers have to understand. Today there is awareness in a lot of schools. Please select a good school. I'm not very much particular about any name of a school, let me be very clear. But all I can tell you is go to a school that offers you complete knowledge, complete body of knowledge, not just a piece of paper or a certificate. Because today the craze is people come to me, they say, I want to enhance my CV resume, I want few methods. So they expect the next certification. And they say, well, I'm not going to go to field and carry out any jobs. All that I need is a certification that will give me weightage in my resume. So that is not what we are looking for. So you have to make sure that you learn the subject 100%. So to get a complete knowledge, and when you are in the field, you are able to actually apply it for your day-to-day work. So basically this is the message I wanted to give to all of you. Go for the basic 6 methods, and then you can add phased array and top, and we will be giving a very good discount for this as a package, especially initially when you are launching this. We will be offering a huge discount on this package. And as I told in Middle East today, or even in UK, US, etc., phased array technicians have great demand, and we are trying to actually match up with any best organization in the world as far as the training standard is concerned and the evaluation is concerned. Personally, I'm looking into it. So we offer, as I said to you, NDT level in all NDT methods. Ours is a unique institute worldwide. We are offering NDT certification in level 2 as well as preparatory training for level 3 in all the NDT methods. So please avail this opportunity. It will cost you very, very less, and you will realize its potential when you end up in any industry. And later on, as I said, you can pursue other careers like American Petroleum Institute based certifications, etc. Okay, so that was my message to you. I think that answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.